J-Rod, he's a really good manager, you know, and he's a mentor, and I think in the off season he does mentoring to younger kids and whatnot. And he made the adjustment really easy because there's a lot of temptations and all that stuff that comes with the game, but he kind of helps you learn how to keep focused, because the biggest thing with pro ball, I think, is just the mental aspect and staying focused. It's so many games, and it's easy to get sidetracked, but he's always kind of like telling you what to do and what road to stay on, and that's the biggest help.
Okay. So when you found out that you're drafted and that you were going to be playing professional ball, what was the first thing that you did at that moment when you found out?
I was with my parents, so I was excited, you know, because people get caught up in the higher rounds, you know, and I was just happy to get drafted, to tell you the truth, and get to play for a professional team. And so I was just happy and you know, ready to get going as soon as I could.
So I don't know if you've been asked this, or if you get asked this a lot or not, but with guys like Shelby Miller, they're drafted high, and they've got that high expectation to come out and perform early. Is it a little easier on guys like you, or do you feel you have more pressure to outperform someone that's drafted that high?
You know how the high rounds go. The biggest thing with that is they get more opportunity, and it's a little more relaxed for them, I would think, because it's more they're getting developed, you know, and they have more time. And with me, it's not. But I've played a lot of ball. I went to 4 years of school, so it's not really pressure. If anything, you're kind of playing with house money, because it's you know, they don't expect you to make it, so everything you do is just a bonus to them.
Right. So where did you go to school, and where are you from?
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I went 2 seasons at Ole Miss and 2 seasons at College of Charleston.
Okay.
And both were very good experiences. I switched to College of Charleston because I could be a starter there. I was in the pen at Ole Miss, and it worked out good for me.
Hey, yeah, definitely. And then, what's some advice that you'd give to guys that are still in college that are wanting to get drafted, or even high school players that want to potentially, you know, play in the big leagues?
Right. I guess I would say you have to work hard, but also ultimately you just got to keep a clear mind. You know, people get caught up in it and get in your own head. Just you work hard, know it's going to pay off, and just really have fun with it, because you don't know how long it's going to last. I might play 2 more seasons, I may play 10 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, just while you're out there, I would say have fun with it. Enjoy every minute that you can play, and you're doing it, you know you're good at it, and if you have a chance to play, then play. Don't stress.
So when you get called into the game and they play a song, are they playing the song that you want them to play? Or
sometimes, every now and again, but I would say I played Bon Jovi, Dead or Alive, when I was in college, so that's my song here. But coming in between innings, it's not like the start of the game. They're usually doing a promotion or something, so you don't get your song, but that would be the one I would choose.
That would be the one you choose?
Yeah.
So what was your favorite baseball team growing up as a kid?
Being from Louisiana, it was probably the Braves, because that was one of the closer teams. And we played a lot of baseball in Atlanta, and we'd always go to ball games when we were there.
So who was your favorite player growing up as a kid?
I liked the Braves, but my favorite player was still Mark McGwire, because that's when the home run competition was going between him and Sosa. And so, yeah, that was my biggest. I had posters everywhere, all the pennants.
What's your favorite part and least favorite part about being a professional athlete?
Favorite part is you get to play baseball every day, and there's so many opportunities. You come out and do bad one day, you know you got 140 games that year, so it kind of clears your mind, because you know you're going to get another chance to do it again within the next couple of days.
Right.
So that helps. College, it's you pitch bad, you got to wait a week, and it's a lot more pressure. Here, it's all about having fun and developing.
All right. And growing up, who was your role model, or who is your role model now? Just, it doesn't have to be a professional athlete, but it could be.
You know, my dad was a role model to me, and my brothers. They're both really good examples to me. And but player-wise, I would say my role model is probably Nick Swisher, just because if you watch him play the game, he does exactly what I think about. He just has fun. Everything looks like it's easy, because he's not stressing. He's playing professional baseball.
Right.
You know, he's a fan favorite because he he understands what the game's about. It's for the people to come watch, and he interacts with everybody.
All right. What do you think about Eric Burns? How he got cut by the Mariners, and now he's playing in a co-ed softball league, and he kind of made like a joke about how he's getting paid millions of dollars to play softball.
I mean, it's his deal. He made the money. They paid it. He didn't steal it. So that's one of the players that you see that's got a lot of personality.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool that he's playing.
Yeah. So far, what has been your most memorable moment in your professional career, and then also in your collegiate career?
I would say getting drafted is probably most memorable, because if you don't get drafted first, you won't have any other memories. And then college career was, I don't know. We made it close to the World Series, but we never really won anything, so I don't know. Just pitching. Yeah.
So, what's been the most challenging part adjusting to the professional game?
I don't know. I've liked pro ball a lot more than I enjoyed college ball. You know, college is great because it's college, but pro ball, the baseball is a lot more fun and a lot more. You know, you can really work on something. In college, you're just there. The coach is getting paid a lot, so he's always on you. Here, it's just more relaxed.
When you were told that you were drafted by the Cardinals, and we've heard about how the organization is run, how the storied franchise that they are, was that just like at that point, or did you realize, wow, you know, I'm drafted, but I mean, there's other. I'm not going to name other team names, so I don't want to get in trouble. But there's other teams where you get drafted, and you're kind of like,
I mean, I was excited because the Cardinals is one of the best run franchises out there, I think, and that's why they've been so successful, from the front office all the way to the coaching staff. And when I got to Johnson City for rookie ball, we had a great manager there, Mike Schilt, and he was the same way as J-Rod. He told you what it's going to take to move up in the system, and he preached that every day, and it's worked out for a lot of guys.
So what's it like playing at a field like this in Davenport, Iowa? That's, you know, it's top of the line. Then you go to some of the other ballparks in the league that they're nice, but they're not like this.
Yeah. Most of the parks, we've played at some nice ones, but here it's great. The fans are awesome here, and they really get behind us. And it is different because we went to some parks and we literally counted 17 people in the stands. And playing here, we're very fortunate because it really gives you an atmosphere to play behind. Because when you go somewhere and there's 17 people, it's hard to get pumped up. Yeah, because you play to play for the fans and to move up, and it's a lot better here than most places.
I know the change in ownership here has done a tremendous. The community has kind of gotten back into baseball. Where a few years it wasn't like that.
Right. I mean, our owner, we met him at the beginning of the year. He's all about it. He's all about making the team, getting the name out there, and it's got national publicity with the River Bandit's logo and Modern Woodman Park, and he's done a really good job.
It's crazy to see like rappers wearing River Bandit
what
hats.
is it? You see Lil Wayne, he's got a River Bandit's hat on, and that's one of the things that the owner now did. He redesigned everything, and it's a pretty neat thing what he's done. And because they do the promotions here, they have fireworks every Friday, and they pack this place out. You know, it's fun to play.
Definitely makes it like a playoff atmosphere all the time.
Because it's hard if you were playing at one of those teams where there's 17 people, and then all of a sudden you're in a playoff game and there's 8,000. The feeling's gonna be different. Here, that owner, he's gotten the fans here, so you always have that feeling.
So if you had any, like Mike Matheny was one of the coaches that was helping out, and the Cardinals had other former Cardinals come. Did you get to interact with any of those guys?
Yeah, that's one of the other things with the franchise. I mean, the staff that they've hired is really just unbelievable. When you have Mike Matheny coaching your catchers, it doesn't really get much better than that. He's one of the best defensive catchers I've ever played. And he came here to Quad Cities, and he just kind of interacted with us because pitchers, and he doesn't have much to say to us, but he had some awesome stories from when he was playing. And that's the biggest thing, rubbing shoulders. You get to feel like, how was it when you played, and what should I expect if I'm moving up? And that's where they really help, because we've never been there. I've never been at a higher level, and so it kind of puts your mind at ease of what to expect when you get there.
All right. Cool. Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
I'll be putting that story up in the next week, so just go to STLMinorsReport.com or go on the River Bandit's page on Facebook.